masterpiece. My love is real if yours not. Please don't fake it with me. I can't take it, you see. Love me now, love me later. While I ain't waiting, the mission too heavy. I let the BS fly. They ask me how I'm feeling. I've been rolling many miles. I'm so proud that I cannot hide. I swear it's never good at living a lie.
Raw Mark Beat.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Mars Mercury here with Raw Art TV. Today I'm back for another video, sitting next to another dope creative. I'm gonna have her introduce herself. We're gonna get to know her and see what she's about.
What's up, world? It's your girl Lion Kueen coming to you live and in effect. And it's my pleasure to be here with Mars today. We kicking it.
Ow. So what should you say your name is Lion Kueen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first questions first. What's the source that make you gifted?
Definitely I would say the Most High. It gives me all my powers. That's the one that brought me here to this point and gave me the gift that I have to be able to express myself musically and use my expression to like heal and help other people.
That's what's up. That's peace. That's peace. That's what's up. So how did you discover yourself as an artist?
It took me some time, I guess. Like, I've always loved to use my words in class. Like, I was always cutting up and being a clown and stuff. And then I got to a point where, like, I realized that, like, I love to make people smile. I love to make people laugh. But when it came to my lyrics, like, I was always in the cookout in the backyard, like, spitting bars when I would have a little bit in my little drink in my system. So that's when my friends like, yo, you talented, man. Like, you for real. You should, like, seriously, like, consider yourself an artist or consider yourself a rapper. And so from there, I just was like, you know what, I'm going to do this.
So what would you say is like one thing about hip-hop that attracted you to it? Because, I mean, well, for me, you give me like hip-hop, jazz vibes, you know, a little bit of everything. So what is it about music that really, really attracted you to it?
I would have to say the culture itself. It's just like, it's something that anybody can relate to. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, like whatever your nationality is, it's so many different people from different nationalities that relate to that music. And like for me, jazz and R&B and soul has always been something. I grew up listening to the Four Tops, Temptations, James Brown, Patti LaBelle. So, you know, I got that old soul in me, you know what I'm saying? That is what really created the vibe that I have now for my music. Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. So your musical background, what are some like, or who are some people that you listened to growing up that kind of like influence your music a little bit?
Like I said, my mom and dad grew up listening to a lot of like 70s. I listened to a lot of 70s music, Temptations. I listened to like Lauryn Hill. Yeah, that was cool. Lauryn Hill, Monica, like a lot of R&B. Drew Hill, and then when I got a little bit older, Kanye, Kendrick, Wale, love Wale, he's a Virgo too, shout out to the Virgos, Wiz Khalifa. So I have that mixed balance of between like hip hop and R&B and then rap too.
Okay, that's what's up. So being from North Carolina, yes, right, how has like North Carolina influenced your music, and like are there any did your music change at some point when you were living in North Carolina as opposed to when you came to New York?
So, living in North Carolina, my music, I feel like it had its own feel, you know, to it as it was, because I was more so rapping then. I didn't start singing until I moved to New York. Like, seriously singing, it was like when I moved to New York and I started performing on the trains. And, like, I had to push my voice. I had to really push my voice. And it was like boot camp, so I could test out, you know, what worked for me, what didn't work. And musically, I would say that I was listening to a lot of Joey Badass conscious music when I moved to New York. So that kind of transitioned me from being more just about, I'll take your girl and I'm the hottest in the game, and like from being like that basic rapper to being more aware and speaking knowledge into my music. So, yeah.
You just recently released a song called Bali and Edge. Right. So for the people that haven't listened to it yet, give them a little bit of, you know, a description about both projects and like what influenced the songs.
Okay, so the Edge, I released that not too long ago, and it's one of my favorite songs because it touches on topics like police brutality and what's going on in the streets with a lot of violence, and just what's going on right now in the news and things that we need to talk about. Topics like Facebook being like the news, and just social media having its own platform now where you can get so sunken. It's like the sunken place sometimes. You find yourself drained, just because you're not learning how to cut it off, or you don't know how to tune out of it and be like, okay, this is enough for today.
Right.
So the Edge has a play on the old school song, Don't Push Me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. So that's really what that song is about. It's speaking about like, yo, we all going through it, but I'm personally like, don't push me, because I got a lot going on. Social media, the news, police brutality, black on black violence. It's a lot going on, and like I'm close to the edge, so don't push me. And Bali, the inspiration behind that was just like me having a feel for like to talk about something a little bit different, to get back into the character of who I am as Lion Kueen. And like, because I do talk about conscious things in my music, sometimes I had to switch it up. I was like, okay, I don't want to be too conscious to the point where it's like making people just like conscious overload.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like,
And then
okay,
people like, this is too much. She
right,
preaching too
right.
much
And
a
it's,
little
I didn't want to be too preachy, so I was like, let me get back to the artist, like the character Lion Kueen, the actual like alias that represents who I am as an artist. So Bali is a really dope song. Shout out to Professor X, that's my producer, and like we really have a strong team right now, so we have a lot more coming for you guys soon. Yep.
Yes, I like that. So your name, the Lion Kueen. Tell me the background of that. Like, why the Lion Kueen?
Yeah.
And why did you choose to spell it with a K instead of a Q? So,
So that name developed over time, and it still seems to amaze me. Like the more that I realize how much that name fits me. Lion King, the movie, is one of my favorite movies because Simba left home at a young age, and he had to find himself. He met his friends in the jungle, and they like had this lifestyle, Hakuna Matata. And I have a movement called RAFYM, and RAFYM is like sort of like Hakuna Matata, but it's like carefree. It's like just relax, just breathe, just live, just like RAFYM, rise above and free your mind. So that's part of the reason that I go by Lion Kueen. I still use my artist name Danny Klein as well, but Lion Kueen has really developed me being on the trains, because I let people know like I'm like Broadway but underground. So it gives them a reference to remember my name by. Also because I'm a Virgo, I was born on the cusp. That's really why I like the name Queen, because Virgo is known as like the mother, the nurturer, the queen. And then I was born on the cusp, August 25th, but it's the cusp between Leo and Virgo. So with Lion being like, of course, the Leo side, and Queen being the mother side, it's a perfect balance of masculine and feminine energy that I bring to the table. So Lion Kueen is like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you are the best of both worlds, honestly.
Thank you,
I mean,
thank you.
giving rap vibes, you giving jazzy singing vibes. So yeah,
Appreciate that.
you got it going
It
on.
took me a long time to get to this point that I'm at right now.
And Edge, you was just talking about like a lot of the stuff that's been going on. So how do you stay consistent with everything? You juggling your own stuff on a daily, your own personal, and then you making music and just like life to life daily things. So how do you stay consistent with like your music and just you developing yourself as an artist in general?
Well, back to RAFYM, like I have to rise above and free my mind literally on a daily, constantly, because it is a struggle to balance everything that's going on in my life, between the fact that I'm a full-time artist, performing artist, I work for myself, and then sometimes I have to remember to still be social. I have to go out to events and promote my music, and it's hard because like when you do this full-time, it's all that you do. So sometimes it can be draining, and like as an empath, sometimes I take on energy from other people or from the environment that I'm around, and it's hard because it's like, damn, like I gotta still be jolly and happy and like act like I have no problems, when in reality we all have problems. So it's easier for me to put it into the music. That way I know other people can relate. So on the days where I don't feel like being happy and jolly, they can understand like it's cool, man. We know how it goes. I feel the same way. So it helps.
That's what's up. And then it's like I really do appreciate you going on the trains and just like performing, because it's something that we need. We need people to just come through and shine a light and make us smile and just like do what it do. So tell me about like your experience of you performing on the trains and busking. Like, were you ever nervous at all?
Oh yeah, I've definitely been nervous. Like I still get nervous sometimes, but it was nothing like the first time that I started out. Shout out to Erica Badu, because she inspired me. What's up, Erica? I'm gonna see you soon, baby. You already know. But she actually had a video performing in Times Square, and she was performing like in the video they were saying that, man, like they had like the caption was like, she hasn't dropped music in over 2-3 years now. She hasn't released the album. But the motive behind the whole video was letting people know that if you have a talent or a skill, you can get out here and make some money. You could do it. You could be an independent artist. You could be an entrepreneur. And when I seen that video, that and a couple other artists that I met that was buskers at the time challenged me to really step out there and do it. And me not being from New York, it really was a big step for me because I'm like, I don't know how they're going to accept me. I know New Yorkers are a little bit more tough on the outside, so it took me a while to get my guts up. I would be at home practicing in the mirror, playing my music, and it was just like, okay, it's time for me to do this. Like, I got to do it. Like, for my music career, for myself, for my own, like, personal, like, I just got to, for my growth, I got to do it. So I did it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm happy you did it, for real. So do you have any projects you're working on, anything coming up, anything new?
Oh yes, I got a lot to come, and I'm glad that you guys are like my supporters have been supporting me through everything that I've been doing. I've been working on an EP. Yeah, I've been working on an EP for like the past couple of years. 2 different projects actually, the album and the EP. The EP is called A Message, with mess in parentheses. So I turn my mess into the message. So that's the concept behind that, and I'll be releasing that within the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. The EP, The Message, is coming out. Also, I'm working on an album too. Me and Professor X have a lot of music that we've been just trying to build up the catalog. He's a great producer. It gives you that jazzy vibe, but still like modern to like the music that you hear today. So our team is not that big, but less is more sometimes.
At least you got a team, baby girl.
Yeah, for real. It took me a while, but I'm so thankful to have that now.
For sure. So how many songs, give us a little inside scoop of The Message, okay? How many songs is on the project?
So it's about 6 songs,
Okay.
6 or 7 songs. I'm still trying to debate if I should make it 7 or if I should make it 6, but it's between 6 and 7. Bali is actually the one I released already. It's actually is the introduction song to it. So that pretty much just sets the tone. And I have a couple other songs. One of my favorite songs is called Open. And Open is really just speaking about relationship issues where you feel like you're stuck in between the two. You don't know what you want to do, and it just keeps calling you back. So that's one of my favorite songs on the EP. And I look forward to releasing it because I know you guys are going to love it, man, for sure.
I'm excited. I'm super excited, for real. So let's do a throwback. So you have a song called Slow It Down, which y'all going to see in the beginning of the video. But yeah, just give me a little background knowledge of that, like what inspired that, because I really do love the song a whole lot. So yeah, yeah, for sure.
So Slow It Down kind of started from me just being on the trains performing, busking, and one day I was sitting on the shuttle train on 42nd Street, and I just was seeing everybody just rushing, like literally you could just feel the anxiety and the pressure of everybody just being like, I gotta go, and I was just like, everybody's in a rush. And it stuck. It was just in my head, like, everybody's in a rush. And I went home and just, like, kind of kept playing with it, like, we should slow it down. Everybody's in a rush, but where we going now? So, it's my shit. So, that part really just got to a point where, like, it became like a mantra for me. It became something that helped me consciously slow down because living in New York, everybody gotta, like, if you're not in the park or somewhere like this, everybody's moving fast. They got somewhere to go, get out of my way, move. I'm first, I'm number one. So that attitude became something that I had to take on. I had to embody that same mentality living here, but I had to create my own mantra aside from RAFYM that could help me stay in a mind state where I was keeping it calm, keeping it cool, because if not, I lose it. Like,
Yeah.
And it's easy to be close to the edge, like I said, because New York is just has that pressure and that anxiety. And you feel it within the city. So Slow It Down. That's where it came from. The whole concept. Yeah.
I like Slow It Down. As I said before, I really, really love it. So can you give the people 5 things about Danny?
5 things about
Favorite things, anything.
Lion Kueen. I love to eat. I love to eat food. I love pasta. I love smoothies. Let me see. I love to write. I love to dance. I love to work out. That's 4, right? And the 5th one is I just love good people. Like, I love good people, being around good vibes, being around people that, like, enjoy living, and you can tell that living is something that they look forward to doing. Like it's not a drill. It's not something like, oh my God, another day. But somebody is just like, you know what? Today is a good day. I'm about to go out here and live my life. Like, I love good people. Yep.
Yes, okay, I'm excited. I'm excited for your new project. I'm excited for more, and I'm so grateful for you coming down and having a sit down with me. All right, we're going to close it out with you, spin some bars, get into it, okay? Wait, anything, did I miss anything you want to?
Follow me online if you're not already following me. The EP, the message will be out soon, so stay tuned for that, and as well as the album coming back at you for another one. Turn up a little bit. Yeah. It's a vibe. Lion Kueen. You feel me? Coming to you live in effect. Let's get it. Yeah. And it don't stop, no. Yeah. I said it don't stop, no. Yeah. We on the ones and twos. You already know how I do, yeah. Summertime fine, summertime, I've been addicted to you for quite some time. Like Netflix and chill or Hulu, who knew that you be good for my soul like eating vegetables, yeah. And when the sun turns light pink, I think about you, wanna undress you, baby, I see you out too. On the move, making moves, gotta do what you do, and I ain't mad at you at all, no. I might stall for a second when I think about you. You make me fall back, I wanna fall into your lap, collapse. Maybe I could just come over for a minute, yeah. I like to see you giggle. I know you kinda timid, but it's cool with me. Freestyle bars off the top and keep it cool. See, intro a little vibe different the way we do it. I have to keep it going. Instrumental is so fluid the way that Raw put it together for the artists. And you know that we started from the stars. Yes, the Most High keep us gifted where the pause is. I mean no pausing when I speak about the universe. Just the way I gotta keep it going, and I've never been hurt to a point where I couldn't express myself lyrically. Well, maybe sometimes, see, I can't lie. We all go through that phase where we deny our own greatness, but it's okay, hey, cause see, we keep going, we keep flowing, we keep rolling, yeah, I said